Discipline is power, not over others, but over yourself. It is the key to a life of purpose, of meaning, and of peace. When you control your mind, you control your life. And when you master discipline, you can face anything. Remember this, your greatest power lies not in what you command, but in how you command yourself. Many will chase wealth, power, and fame, believing that these are the sources of happiness. But I have found that true contentment comes from discipline, from mastering the self. When you are disciplined, you are not swayed by the ups and downs of fortune. You are grounded, centered, and unshaken by the storms of life. Discipline is not only for the battlefield or the throne, it is for everyday life. It is how you treat others, how you respond to adversity, how you conduct yourself when no one is watching. It is about choosing the difficult but righteous path, even when it offers no reward. Because in the end, it is not others who judge you. It is you who must live with yourself. In the quiet of the morning, I would reflect, not on the victories I had won or the power I wielded, but on the principles I lived by. What mattered most was not the outcome of events, but how I conducted myself through them. Discipline allowed me to remain true to myself, to lead without being led astray by fleeting emotions or desires. I wrote in my journal, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. And being a good man, a just leader, a person of integrity requires discipline. Every morning I would remind myself of my duty. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have work to do. I was born to do this. These words were not just for emperors. They are for anyone seeking meaning and fulfillment in life. Discipline is not about grand gestures or lofty ideals. It is found in the smallest of choices, getting up when you'd rather stay in bed, speaking truth when it's easier to remain silent, doing what is right when it would be simpler to walk away. Many people believe discipline is a restriction. They see it as something that limits their freedom. But what they don't realize is that discipline is freedom. When you are disciplined, you are free from the tyranny of impulses, from the constant pull of distractions. You are free to focus on what truly matters. Without discipline, life is chaos. Endless decisions, confusion, and a lack of purpose. In the midst of war, the mind can easily unravel. Fear, anger, and desperation are always lurking. But it is in these moments that discipline shows its true power. The disciplined mind remains steady, even when the world around it is falling apart. Do not let your mind be a slave, I would tell myself. To be a leader, you must first lead yourself. In my journal, I wrote for myself, never for the world. It was my way of keeping myself accountable, a practice of discipline. It is easy to be swept away by desires, to chase what feels good in the moment. But I often ask myself, what is truly necessary? The answer was always clear. Discipline, focus, purpose. I was not born to rule for my own comfort, but to lead with wisdom, to serve the greater good. And for that, discipline was essential. Life is full of challenges, both external and internal. It is easy to be consumed by fear, doubt, or frustration. But what I have learned through years of reflection is that true discipline is not about controlling everything around you. It's about controlling how you respond to it. You have power over your mind, I reminded myself, not outside events. When you understand this, you find strength in every situation, no matter how dire. Discipline is power, not the kind of power that comes from authority or command, but the quiet power that comes from within, mastery over oneself. As a Roman emperor, I faced wars, political strife, and endless distractions. Yet the greatest battle I ever fought was against my own mind.